Hey everyone, this is Ron from the Ocean State Athlete Spotlight, powered by SFBN Rhode Island, the sportsfanbasenetwork.com, and I'm here at Snapdragon Baseball in Exeter, Rhode Island. We're gonna have a great show here today. We got a Prout High School baseball coach Mike LaBarbera and some of his players and some other players that come to Snapdragon here. And owner Sean Catero will be on the show a little bit later as well. So I wanted to introduce Mike LaBarbera to everyone. Mike has been the varsity baseball coach at Prout, now going on 15 years, and that's a long time to be at Prout, Coach.
Sure. Well, thanks, Ron, for having me. And
you're welcome.
15 years, long time. 21 or 22 as a head coach. I'm 38 now, so it's a long time, but I'm still young, so it's a short time.
He's still young, he says, right? So 15 years at Prout. And probably a lot of things can happen in 15 years. So, the program itself must have grown from the time you've started until now. Can you kind of tell everybody, about the Prout baseball program?
Sure. So, year one, 0-18, kind of a rough introduction to Rhode Island Interscholastic League baseball. I had a little bit of an idea of what we were in for. I coached 2 years prior at Kingstown. So, our inaugural season was, it was a rough road. When I took over the program, equipment-wise, we had maybe 12 baseballs, a couple baseball bats, a skin infield. We didn't have grass on our infield. 14 players, probably about 12 by the end of the season. By 2007, we made our first out of 6 state championship appearances. So from our 04 inaugural season to where we got our feet wet and got going, we have played under my tenure in 6 state championships. We've lost all 6, worse than Buffalo Bills, of course. But
yeah, but you've been to 6.
We've been to 6.
That counts for something.
Yeah,
all you Patriot fans. I'm a Patriot fan, but go ahead. We know the Super Bowl just happened. So anyway, go ahead.
No doubt. So there's nothing to replace that opportunity. But where we started to build a program. We started to try and learn to play baseball well, and sort of some of our program, musts and do's and do-nots are helping us win some ball games. We've been a perennial solid program. We've never been a team that's the best every year. We've never been a team now that's sort of the worst every year, but year in, year out, I think our reputation is we play good, solid baseball, which is great.
Yeah, obviously the kids in high school change every 4 years, and actually every year the team probably changes, so that has to do with the coach. A good sustained coach and the same coaching ideals over a long period of time obviously have a good effect on the team. So tell me what you can say about that and how you've kind of tried to mold the program after yourself a little bit.
Yeah, so structure, hard work, and discipline, 3 words that are staples in our program. Yeah, there's no doubt. We use the word program, and I guess it's not truly a program. We're not like a college team. You don't recruit. As you said, you hit the nail on the head. Players change. In a true program, you can bring players in that fit your coaching philosophy. In high school, you can't do that. But every program can have a philosophy of structure, discipline, hard work. And our players, whether we're better pitchers, hitters, or whatever through the course of the 15 years, those program mantras have been great. Our kids work hard. We try and play disciplined, focused, structured baseball. And the result is some years we've had great players who've succeeded. Some years we've had average to above average players who've had that same success, and it's been great.
So you are not a Rhode Island guy originally, right? I'm sure you are now, right? You've turned into one.
I'm a Long Island Jets fan.
But, so tell me about what you think about Rhode Island baseball and how, I feel like that's in the state, baseball is one of the strongest sports in Rhode Island.
Yeah, what I've learned about Rhode Island high school baseball is they've got great players. Every program has great players. The one thing that's different, and I think it's a matter of the volume of players, the depth of player in Rhode Island high school baseball might be as deep as other places in the country, but our best players are great. And believe it or not, our best players come from Division I, 2, or 3. I know Ponegantit's got one of the best players in the state this year. They're a Division II program. Prout last year has a kid at UConn who's a sophomore, All-American at UConn. So the great thing about Rhode Island is our individual players are so good. I think a lot of programs are starting to fill in, and the programs are getting better as well. But that's one of the greatest compliments I'll give to Rhode Island baseball is individually our players are very, very good.
So what was Long Island baseball like? Now you obviously did Little League, high school,
Yep.
right? You give your high school a shout out there.
So Smithtown, Long Island, Smithtown Bulls, and the Long Island Bulls was our summer program that I played for. I guess if I use my high school as an example, we graduated 650 kids in the graduating class, 2,400 kids in the high school. 5 players from my high school roster went on to sign pro contracts and play pro ball. That doesn't happen here in Rhode Island. It doesn't mean that that program was more advanced or better. There are more kids. By volume, there's more kids on Long Island that play.
Yeah, 650 a class, I would say, right?
Yeah, so tons of competition. I mean, freshman team, JV team, varsity team. I myself wasn't even allowed to trial for varsity until junior year. It was a program rule. No matter how good you were, how good coach thought you were, freshman you played freshman, JV, sophomores, and then you could play varsity as a junior. So just the volume of kids was a difference. But
different life.
Different life, but the best Rhode Island high school baseball player is as good as the best Long Island high school baseball player, no doubt about it.
Excellent, excellent. And then, so you moved from Long Island, and you moved on to URI. That's how you ended up here, right?
That's how I ended up in Rhode Island. I got to give a lot of credit to Frank Leone. I know Frank is long gone from the URI baseball program, but for those Rhode Islanders who may know the history of Rhode Island baseball at the college level, PC dominated. Unfortunate PC lost their program while I was at URI. But URI struggled for a while. But the late 90s, early 2000s, and now today, URI is a power program. Frank did such a great job to recruit kids who love the game like me. Wanted to play hard, wanted to represent the university well. And I can't say enough for what Frank did for myself at the University of Rhode Island and for the University of Rhode Island baseball.
Excellent.
And helping that program sustain through hard times. And every player at URI owes a little debt of gratitude to Frank and his work, no doubt.
All right. Well, I'm sure he'd be happy to hear you say that. So let's talk about, Prout, where you think that your team is going to be this year, and maybe let people know how you've done the last couple of years, and give yourself a little prediction.
Sure. So there's some good teams coming back, and there's a lot of good players coming back, and I like to talk about the bigger picture of Rhode Island high school baseball, but if we have to, I'll talk about my team a little bit.
We have to.
We have to. We're a returning 9-9 regular season team.
Yep.
Our goal has varied from best team in our division to make the tournament. We're a make the tournament team this year. Win enough games, qualify for the tournament. We have experience in the high school tournament. Last year, a 9-9 regular season team. We were 1-8 at home, struggled on our home field. Went on the road all throughout the playoffs. We were a game away from the state championship. So it's really a testament, again, I think, to the program that we're trying to create. Hard work, discipline, structure, play good baseball. You're not going to play good baseball for 18 games in a regular season, but we play good baseball in the playoffs, and I think that's our goal this year. We have some leaders coming back that understand that philosophy. We don't have to go 18-0 in a regular season. We're not going to. But we also can be good enough to make the tournament and then kind of make some noise in the tournament, or the playoffs, whatever you want to call it. And so that's really our prediction this year is win enough games to qualify and then play the type of baseball we know is successful during that time.
And see what happens.
See what happens.
Right, when you get there. So,
yeah.
Awesome, man. Well, this was a great interview. Hope everyone got to know Coach Mike LaBarbera from Prout High School. 15 years he's been around. If you didn't know him, you know him now.
Sure.
And we wish you the best of luck on your season.
Appreciate it. Thank you for the time.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yep.
All right, well, again, a great interview with Mike, and stay tuned because we are here at Snapdragon Baseball in Exeter, Rhode Island, snapdragonbaseball.com, and we have some great athletes coming up on the show. Stick around. Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming back to the Ocean State Athlete Spotlight, powered by SFBN Rhode Island, the Sports Fan Base Network. And I got a very special guest here on the show today, Lenny Donato from formerly the Boston Red Sox and then the Oakland A's. Lenny was on the 2004 World Series team, so this is a big Oof, I can't even talk right now. I'm a little excited. This is a big surprise for me. I didn't know he was going to make it today, so this is great. So I just wanted to say thanks for coming on the show, Lenny.
Hey, great being here.
All right. So we're gonna talk to Lenny a little bit about his association here with Snapdragon Baseball down here in Exeter, Rhode Island, and you can check it out on snapdragonbaseball.com. So Lenny, what is your association with Snapdragon Baseball?
Well, Sean's a friend of mine, and when I moved here, I found out that his brother-in-law went to middle school, elementary school with my wife, so we ended up becoming friends, and they said, hey, we're going to open up a facility because it was really, really badly needed here. I'm from Florida. You can go outside basically every day of the year and get something done.
Exactly.
Either baseball, football, whatever. People are outside playing sports, but when it's like today, snowing, sleeting, raining, and 30 degrees, you have a hard time actually getting some work in. So this facility was really, really needed, and it's getting utilized. It's been packed in here. It's really busy, and I'm glad to be here giving private lessons and whatnot.
Yeah. So now tell everyone you're obviously giving pitching lessons, and how does someone get lucky enough to get you to teach them?
Open up the door, walk right in, and you're welcome to get as many lessons as you want.
How about
I enjoy
that?
it. I really do enjoy it. You know, it's something that I remember as a youngster getting pitching lessons from my local collegiate pitching coach. Scotty Lovecamp was his name. He was the pitching coach at University of Florida, and he really made an impact on me mechanically as well as others, and not only mechanically, the mental part of the game as well, and what you need to do to be successful on the field. And I'm kind of taking what they taught me and what other coaches through high school, college, minor leagues, and even the big leagues, players and pitching coaches alike taught me. So I'm teaching things that I picked up along the way that maybe when I was 12 I really didn't realize that I needed to know, but I'm just passing it on now to the youngsters because it could help.
I mean, that is just, one, I appreciate you doing that for, the kids in Rhode Island, and we all say thank you because that's part of what this show is all about. We're trying to showcase the great athletes in Rhode Island, being we are the most under-recruited state in the whole country. So, having someone like you here with our boys and girls and whoever comes to you to try and help out, and that's fantastic. So, you came from Florida, now you came up to Rhode Island, and you're here helping Snapdragon Baseball. You're doing some pitching coaching, and what else do you have going on? I mean, obviously you're not just here teaching pitching every day. So.
Well, this is a labor of love, I guess. I love giving
Right.
lessons and making kids better and making some sort of an impact on them. But I have a bunch of different jobs, let alone, spending time with my kids. I have a 5, 3, and 1-year-old at home. So I'm in real estate. I do pre and post games for Nesson on occasion. I did a couple games in the booth over at Fenway Park last season. I'm looking forward to getting back next year and talking about baseball on TV at some point in the Red Sox. And with these different jobs that I do, I'm able to spend as much time at home with the little ones as I can.
It's amazing.
Yeah. So.
Everybody wishes they could do that. But now you can catch Lenny, on the Nesson either pre or post game, right?
Yeah, I've done the pre and post game last season between 20 and 30 times, and I did a couple games in the booth with Dave O'Brien as well.
And you just told me you just talked to Nesson and you're going to be back.
Yes, yeah. Who knows how many games, but whenever they need me, they can give me a call and I'll be there.
Well, Lenny, you know what, Lenny? If you ever need help, I volunteer my services. No.
Come on up.
See, he thinks it's funny. So anyway, this has been awesome, and so Lenny brought a little gift for me, not to give, but just so I could just see it. And Lenny's got his 2004 World Series ring here, and oh my gosh,
There it is.
hold on. So we're obviously gonna take pictures of this bad boy and put them up on social media. But Jake, can I walk it up here? Hold on. You guys got to see this. You got it? Awesome. And here you go, Lenny. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
That's just amazing. And honestly, I mean, what a great thing for the kids to be able to spend a little one-on-one time with you, and they get to see the ring sometimes. They get to know you, and I mean, there's got to be some good life stories you could tell these kids about what it takes to, these kids probably want to do great in high school, great in college,
Sure, and I'm extremely accessible. You can get my phone number. You can call me anytime and talk mechanics. If I give a lesson and there's a few things that you want me to go back over, I always tell the parents if I tell a kid 3 things and he remembers one of them or 2 of the ideas that I bring that day, call me. Let's go over the third thing. So you make sure that he has it and he has a good grasp on it. So he's not just kind of, I can't remember that third thing. So I want him to take something from the lessons. So it's a lot of fun for me.
I mean, that's if anyone wanted to know what Snapdragon might have that's a little special or a little different than the other gyms or batting cages or any of the other schools for baseball in Rhode Island, here it is right here, Lenny DiNardo, and he's a committed guy and he does a lot for these kids. So Lenny, thank you so much for being on the show. I really
appreciate you guys having me. Thanks a lot.
Oh, no problem, and thanks for what you're doing for the kids.
Absolutely.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
All right, well, I feel like I'm a kid right now, to be totally honest with you. And this was Lenny DiNardo from Snapdragon Baseball down here in Exeter, Rhode Island. You can go to snapdragonbaseball.com to check it out. Some great lanes in here, great instruction, and just a great all-around place to bring your child if they want to learn baseball. So stay tuned. We got some more special guests coming up on the show. We'll be right back. Hey, everybody. It's Ron from the Ocean State Athlete Spotlight back with our next set of guests from Prout High School Baseball. We have Jack Westall, Nick Niles, and Thomas Oates here, and we're going to talk to them a little bit about this season last year and their upcoming season and why they love coming to Snapdragon Baseball here in Exeter, Rhode Island. So let's start it out here. We have Nick Niles down in front. Nick gets the mic first. So Nick, you're a senior returning. How did the team do last year? And you said you placed first base and you pitch, right? So how did the team do last year, and what kind of season did you have?
So last year we ended up finishing third place in Division II. We ended up playing Situate in the semifinals. We had to win twice because we were in the losers bracket. We win the first game. Second game comes around, fall short, but it's not a big deal. We got them this year. Last year I played pretty well. I think I finished at 320 for average. A couple singles, a couple doubles, nothing real serious. Expect the same this year.
Good. So I mean, what was it like? What's it like playing for your coach? Because he seems like a pretty serious guy.
It's really just about staying focused, staying hard in practice, not fooling around when it's not the right time, just staying focused throughout the whole season.
Awesome. All right. So now, what do you think you're gonna do this year coming up? I mean, pitching and first base. What do you do more?
Mostly first base. Third guy last year. Hopefully, I'll be 1 or 2 this year. Stay solid in the defense is really my goal this year. No errors. It's really my main goal.
All right, great, awesome. All right, well, so that's Nick Niles from Prout High School Baseball, pitcher and first baseman, and he's gonna hand the mic over to Jack Westall, center fielder for Prout High School Baseball. How you doing, Jack?
Pretty good. How are you?
All right, great. So Jack, what do you think about the upcoming season? You guys had a good strong season last year. You heard Coach's prediction a little while ago. He feels like you guys are going to be in the playoffs, and what do you think about that? You think you guys can go a little farther?
Yeah, I certainly think making it back to the playoffs is a big goal. Definitely not as strong as last year, but I think we still have the capability of making it there, and then just trying to work from that.
Yeah. So what about you're a center fielder? What made you become a center fielder? Have you always played that position, little league, and did you play that position, since you've been a freshman?
No, freshman year I showed up at Prout and I tried out for pitcher and first base.
Didn't work.
Yeah, I ended up not playing freshman year and then not playing sophomore year, and then end of sophomore year I finally went in and coach was like, put me in outfield, and I ended up excelling in outfield. I used like an infielder's glove. It was really awkward. And then junior year came around and I excelled in center field. Throwing kids out, like just making pretty good plays for Prout. So
you love it?
Yeah, I love it now.
Yeah, so that's your spot.
Oh yeah.
Now, what about after high school? Do you have any aspirations to maybe play in the next level?
I certainly looking to play in the next level, either club or I'm going to either UI or Bryant. So looking to play there. Probably just walk on because I haven't really not that good of a hitter. So
yeah,
seeing what happens there.
All right, hey, listen, walking on is good. There's nothing wrong with that. So now, going into this year, you think you're going to be a playoff team. What do you think will be one of the keys for your team this year to have some success?
Definitely hitting. We have some good hitters this year. Definitely the hitting's excelled through like the whole lineup. Like last year I was the 9 hitter, and I feel like I've definitely excelled from what I've been. And some of the other kids, like especially Nick here, who excelled last year and hit the ball hard. Definitely looking forward to that this year.
All right, great. All right, well, good luck this year.
Thank you.
All right, now we're going to hand the mic over to Thomas Oates. How you doing, Thomas?
Good, how are you?
All right, so, I wanted Thomas to kind of talk about what it means to play baseball at Prout. Now, Thomas is going to be a senior this year. He plays the outfield. And, have you been here since you've been a freshman?
Yep.
So what do you love about playing baseball at Prout?
It's just something to look forward to after school every day. Just get outside and practice with the guys and just have a great time, be together.
Yeah, and how do you like playing for your coach?
It's fun. It's a lot of fun. He's a great like person overall. Like he teaches us a lot, like on and off the field. Just how to be like a good person overall.
All right, so now you're obviously here at Snapdragon Baseball with the other guys, and you guys are getting some practice in. What makes you come to this particular facility?
Just to get better and improve, and hopefully just be that better for this upcoming season. Just keep improving.
And what do you like about coming here to Snapdragon in particular?
It's a good environment, very laid back, and just you can do whatever you want and just have a good time. Hit.
All right, great. Why don't you give the mic to Nick? Thank you, Thomas. What about you, Nick? What do you like about coming to Snapdragon?
I like how the cages are short, so you don't have to extend your arm to throw BP. You can do what you want, stay through the tees, front toss, and overhand toss, and still not have to extend your arm, break your arm that bad. I like how we got the pitching cages so we can throw when we want to. I just like the environment here. It's nice and relaxed.
Yeah, nice facility, right? And why don't you give it over to Jack? What about you, Jack? I mean, you guys, how often do you come here, Jack?
I come
in a week?
Once a week, and I come after we hit here. I have a hitting lesson, so I'm here a lot during Wednesdays. I like it because of the drive for me. It's the closest place. Also, I like it because it's so small. When the team shows up, it's the whole team here. So it's good to see all the guys show up and get better as one team.
Awesome. All right. Well, these guys come down here once a week all winter long, and they're working hard. They have goals for this year, trying to make the playoffs. Their coach is pretty adamant that they're going to make the playoffs, so these guys better get to work. Thanks, guys, for being on.
Thank you.
All right, awesome. So we got another episode coming up next, some more great guests here at Snapdragon Baseball in Exeter, Rhode Island, snapdragonbaseball.com, and owner Sean Katera will be coming up soon to talk about his facility and program and what he thinks makes it special. So stay tuned. Thanks. Hey, everybody. We're back. And I brought Nick Niles back for a little one-on-one here because Nick has now signed his national letter of intent to go to Clarkson University and play baseball. So congratulations, Nick.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And so, Nick, tell everybody what you're going to be doing there and why you chose to go to Clarkson.
Well, at Clarkson, I'll be studying electrical engineering. That'll be my major. I'm going to pitch there for them. Hopefully come on freshman year and losing a couple seniors this year, so it'll be fun. They play in the Liberty League up in New York.
Good. So he's going to be going to Clarkson, and how long you been coming to Snapdragon?
I started coming to Snapdragon this fall. Work out with the high school guys, get to know them better, work with them. It's more fun with them. I like them better. Yeah.
And you're now going to play at the next level, and that not every kid gets to do that. So coming here and hanging out with some of the underclassmen and stuff, do you feel a certain sense of responsibility to be a good role model for them?
It's all about teaching them the ways of how to do things right. It's not really teach them how to play because they play at their own game. It's more like just show them how to act during practice, how to keep themselves in control during school, and just staying focused on getting better.
Yeah. So again, we do talk about this on the show from time to time. It's great that Nick has the gifts, the talent, and the skill to play at the next level. He's had that success, but he also holds himself, as a good young man and somebody who has a lot of character. And again, we've talked about this over and over again, that is just as attractive to universities and college coaches as the skill set and the talent is also. So, anything that you could say to some of the younger kids, what do you think helped you get to play at the next level?
Definitely just working hard and doing stuff during the fall and winter when you're not really supposed to be doing anything, but getting stronger, bigger, faster. It's really the best way to excel.
Awesome. All right. Well, Nick Niles going to play for Clarkson University from Prout High School baseball here on the show, and we're really proud of him, and congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. Okay, stay tuned. We're going to be right back with some more special guests. Hey, everybody. We're back, and we're here with Ed Curran and Casey Curran. Ed is the coach of the 14U team for Fast Pitch Nation softball. Casey plays for Fast Pitch Nation and also plays for South Kingston Rebels High School. So I want to talk to Ed and Casey a little bit, about Fast Pitch Nation and, what's going on with their organization and, also how it kind of correlates with Snapdragon, how they end up coming over here. So how you doing, Ed?
Great, thanks.
Bring that right on up there.
Great,
all right.
thanks.
No
Thanks for
problem.
having us.
Yeah, no problem. So talk to us about Fast Pitch Nation a little bit. I mean, softball is on the rise in Rhode Island. It's a huge sport, and there's so much that goes along with it. The tournaments are massive and crazy. And let us know how you guys are doing.
Okay, well, we are a growing softball organization. We were just talking about the fact that we now have 5 teams, mostly from South Kingstown. And so we're always looking for new players. We have a bunch of girls who just joined our organization from the North Kingstown area, and we're working out here at Snapdragon right now during the winter. Great facility, get us off the ground. We're looking forward to a great tournament season coming up.
Yeah, so now Fast Pitch Nation, you said you're kind of young and you're growing. You said you had 5 teams. What are the age groups that you have right now?
Our youngest age group right now is 12U and 214U, a couple older teams. Sort of, I think we're going to have a 16U, but we'll definitely have an 18U team this year.
All right. And are you going to be, for your 18U team, do you plan on, doing some showcase tournaments?
Yes. Actually, they're planning on some serious travel. Our team at the 14U level, where Casey and I coach, Casey plays, we'll be traveling around New England. We have 4 tournaments that we've scheduled for the summer. One of them's a showcase up in Maine. We may add 1 or 2 more.
So, there's a lot of softball organizations right now. Like I said, softball is really blowing up in Rhode Island. And you're looking to grow your organization, and I hear that, what you were just saying, you have 12U, 14U, 18U, but not much to speak of for the younger ages, right? So you're trying to build, and in order to build, you got to have the young age group. So, what are you looking for? You're trying to get people to kind of come on board with Fast Pitch Nation?
We do want to continue to get younger, I guess you'd say. Part of the, problem is finding coaches. I know there are a lot of young kids out there, a lot of young girls who are playing ball, and we found that Little League is kind of on a downswing, I think. Don't you? There's less Little League softball than there used to be, even 10 years ago, I think. So this is a great organization to be a part of, and really, to learn how to play the game from a young age. So we're hoping, we have a website now, and we're here at Snapdragon.
Yeah, let everybody know your website.
If people want to know more about us, Fast Pitch Nation, under the South Kingstown or Narragansett, if you look at either, you'll get our website for the local team, and then you can get coaches' phone numbers, any information that you would need to contact our people.
Okay, so now how long has your organization been around?
We're relatively new, I guess, in the world of travel softball. I think 4 years, I'm going to say.
4 years, and have you had any success at any of your age groups?
We've had a lot of success just this past summer.
We've won 3 tournaments the past summer, and there's 18U this year. Last year they were 16U. They won the states for their age group, so it's looking pretty good.
Oh, good. So this is Casey. How you doing, Casey?
I'm good.
She just takes the mic from her dad. She's like, be
Some good
quiet.
information.
No, this is great. So Casey, so let everybody know. So that's great. So you guys had a team that won the states, and
Yeah.
and you know, what's that like? At 16U, the level of competition's pretty serious, right?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I've never been up there, but my sister's in 19 now, and so I know from all of her games it looks like a lot of pressure, definitely.
Yeah. Now you're playing at the high school,
Yeah.
right? And how do you feel like, you know, playing for Fast Pitch Nation has helped you get ready for that?
I think it's definitely, like, the indoor training has definitely made me improve a lot, and like all the tournaments like stepped up my game a lot. Like, it just got so much more serious with travel ball.
All right. So now how long will you play travel ball? Because it's interesting to see how many girls play school and travel. It's a big commitment. So how long do you plan on playing travel for?
Well, I definitely want to take it until I graduate high school, and even my sister's a sophomore in college now, and she works tournaments into her summer too.
Oh, wow. Okay. And where's your sister go?
My sister goes to Wesleyan in Connecticut.
Wesleyan, Connecticut. Awesome. All right. So one of you guys want to let everybody know again, you know, is there a little clearer of a way to get in touch with Fast Pitch Nation? You have a Facebook page?
We have an Instagram, FBN.
What's it called?
It's FBN_travel.
Okay. All right. So FPN_travel. And you said there's a website as well?
FastPitchNation.com.
FastPitchNation.com.
Yep.
Hey everybody, we are back, and we have 3 Snapdragon coaches that we wanted to introduce and let them talk about the facility and what makes it great. Kind of let you get to know them a little bit. We have Dino Charnello, Gary Lamon, and Zach Burns, all from Snapdragon Baseball, down here in Exeter, Rhode Island, snapdragonbaseball.com. So we're going to start out with Dino. We like to call you Coach Dino.
Sure.
All right, there we go. All right. So we're going to start out with Coach Dino. And, Dino, how long have you been coaching here?
I started in the fall. I coached with Coach Jeremy. Jeremy Raposo, who's the co-owner of Snapdragon, for 4 or 5 years now. We've coached AAU teams together. Both of our older boys have played together, and now we've established a 10U team, which we started in the fall, and we had a great first season, and we actually won our fall, the AAU fall championship in the 10U division this past fall. So we're off to a great start, and now we're in the middle of winter training with both the 10U team and the 13U team. And I believe Coach Jeremy has another 13U team and a 15U team as well. So we're getting into the thick of winter training and getting ready for the spring. So
fantastic. So sounds like you guys are having a lot of success, right?
so far. So far.
So, what made you want to follow Jeremy over here at Snapdragon, and what do you love about coaching the kids?
Well, Coach Jeremy has a very good brand of baseball. He has a very good philosophy with his approach towards teaching young players. We seem to be on the same page as far as our coaching techniques. Our demeanors, whether we're managing a game, whether we're coaching here at the facility. So our coaching styles and our demeanors are very similar. So that certainly helps.
All right, fantastic. And if you could, if there's parents watching, what could you tell them, or give them a good reason why they'd want to come down here to Snapdragon and bring their child?
Well, I think they're going to learn a lot about baseball and the proper techniques and mechanics of hitting and pitching and fielding. I think we cover everything pretty comprehensively, and I think our approach is something that parents and players seem to appreciate. So
great. All right, so let's talk to Gary for a minute. Gary Lamon, how are you, Gary?
I'm doing well, thanks.
All right, great. So Gary, how about you? How long have you been over here at Snapdragon?
We've been at Snapdragon, like Dino said, since the fall. We had the 10U team that I'm helping Dino coach, and I've got an older son that's also with Dino on the 13U team. So we've been at Snapdragon since the fall when it opened. But prior to that, we were with these guys as I was just a parent sitting on the sidelines and just admired the work they did. And fortunately, Dino was.
Yeah, what's your baseball background?
I played baseball, 4 years of Division I baseball at URI, so I had a little bit of knowledge, but doesn't mean I can coach. Yeah.
You're good. So, when you're here at Snapdragon, do you have what kind of specific training are you helping out with some of the kids? I mean, are you doing it all, or?
We do it all here. I mean, you would think that in a place like this, you can't get outside and do a lot of long toss or things like that. You're limited as far as space goes. But believe me, when you're creative doing the drills, you can do a lot in a small space, and really you can cover everything.
Yeah, so you guys are obviously representing the business and the business side of things right now, as well as being part of the team. And so Gary, I mean, again, another message out to the parents of the kids. Why would they want to come down here to Snapdragon?
Well, I can tell you why I decided to bring my kids over here, and that was really the coaching staff. I've seen some AAU games where it can get a little crazy with parents and coaches yelling at kids, and you're never going to get a kid that's going to be yelled and screamed at Snapdragon. It's just not the approach we take. We're here to teach the kids fundamentals and for them to have fun, and we really want them to keep them coming back. We want to have them come back next year and not be afraid to play baseball and make mistakes, because that's how you learn. And we all made mistakes, and just go out, have fun, don't play in fear. That's really our motto. So.
Thank you so much. All right, so Zach, let's talk to Zach Burns a little bit.
How are you?
Zach was a guest on my radio show last year. We kind of stayed in touch since then, so it's good to have you back, Zach.
Thanks for having me.
All right, didn't mean for that to run like that. Just did I'm a professional. What do you want me to do? So, what brings you down here to Snapdragon, Zach? How'd you end up here?
Talking to Jeremy, it was last 4 years being in the college softball level. I got out of it, just had a baby, so I didn't have time to get on the staff this year. Thank you. So I got here. I'm doing a lot of lessons, hitting with softball and baseball guys. But I'm also working with Dean College this year, helping with recruiting and stuff. And I know that we're working on something coming down here for a clinic. So we're doing a lot of things here. We're trying to help kids. I mean, there's like you had earlier, I believe you had travel ball teams in here. So what we're doing is we're trying to help these kids get to college. It's not necessarily, we're not trying to pump out D1 kids like other programs are, but we're trying to help kids figure out what they want to do for college, and then also by their ability to say, hey, listen, this is where you can play, and this is the schools that have it. So we're really trying to build more than just, every kid we come here goes D1. We're trying to build a program here that's, we got boys and girls, and we're putting them out in programs that they'll succeed, and not just go to D1 and sit for 4 years. We want them to have an education and do everything they possibly can.
All right, well, listen, guys, I feel like you've represented your organization well. I think anyone who chooses to bring their kids down here will be very happy with what they get. And thanks for being on the show, everyone.
Thank you.
All right, so that was the coaches from Snapdragon Baseball. And stay tuned. Coming up next, we'll have the owners, Jeremy Raposa and Sean Cotero. Thank you. Hey everybody, welcome back. We're down here at Snapdragon Baseball in Exeter, Rhode Island, snapdragonbaseball.com. And I'm here with owners Jeremy Raposa and Sean Cotero, and they want to talk about their business a little bit. They've hosted this show. It's been an awesome show, great guests. Lenny Donato from the Red Sox. I mean, just some real fun people to have on the show. And is that your phone?
Unbelievable, right?
We're not cutting this.
Unbelievable.
Did you see this guy? So anyway, these guys are a barrel of SB. Down one phone. So
right.
these guys are a lot of fun.
Let's go.
We've been having a great show here, and I think that's what I get from the atmosphere for Snapdragon Baseball. It's been fun every time I've been down here. Everyone seems to really enjoy coming. The kids are loving it. Coaches are loving it. These guys put out a great product, and it's a great atmosphere. So we're going to start with Sean down on the end, and I wanted Sean to kind of let everybody know, what it was the idea behind starting this organization, and what does it mean to you to be able to do this for the kids?
I'm actually going to defer to Jeremy, my partner, because he was the brain trust behind all this. I'm just kind of helping out and going along with the flow. So I'm going to give it to Jeremy, and he can go on with what we did and what the idea was.
That's a cop-out. That's because he was holding the mic.
It is, but it's true. He's got a better idea. He's got more stories than I do.
So, well, I've been involved in baseball for a while now, and something that while I was on the Little League board, something I really realized was baseball is a dying sport, and I hate that it is a dying sport. So when a former place called the Bomb Squad went out, we didn't have any place to train, and as part of Little League, you could really see numbers dwindle even more, right? I mean, you can play soccer year-round, you can go to Worldwide Sports, we had no place to play baseball year-round. I want kids playing baseball year-round. I want the sport to succeed. I want to have fun doing it, and I want to do it at a reasonable price. I don't want to charge people crazy money. I want them to have fun, enjoy the game, and be a part of the game for a long time, and that's why we started.
Yeah, well, I feel like, unfortunately, that, baseball has been struggling in the youth levels in the Rhode Island area and New England because of the weather, right? I mean, I'm sure if you go down south, people are playing year-round, but up here, it's been tough.
It has. It's New England. New England's tough weather. I mean, I can remember times when, we couldn't get out, 3 weeks into April because we had so much snow. The fields were covered, and when they did stop being covered, all the snow melted away. They were soggy. You couldn't step on there. It was brutal. It was like quicksand in the infield.
Yeah. So you got this idea to do this, and is there anything else, like this in this area? I mean, do you feel like you guys are kind of one of a kind as far as like why you're doing it and how you're doing it?
Yeah. So there's a couple places. The URI baseball hitting barn, which is where we worked out from here. That's right up the street, or down the street. We've got Ribby, Rhode Island Baseball Institute, Warwick.
URI is really only for like teams.
Right, URI is for college teams. They focus on that. There really isn't anything in the South County area. We're located in Exeter. We're about 7 miles from the URI campus. We've got Chariho, we've got Wickford, North Kingstown, South Kingstown Little Leagues. We've got all kinds of different Mary Kansas Little League, Prout High School, Curtis Corner Middle School, South Kingstown High School, North Kingstown High School. So we've got all kinds of facilities. We are centrally located in the area of the state where they needed something like this, and it's something that Jeremy recognized a couple years ago. He actually did something like this in another facility down in Peacedale, and then brought this together full circle. Now we're here, but there is a huge need for something like this down here, and it was something that the town needed to see and get involved. One of the things that we talked about getting involved with this was we want to see a place where people succeed and get better. All the time. We were talking off air a little bit ago about baseball all year round, and that's something that we can actually do here. It's a great place. You guys have seen some videos of the facility. It's a great place for kids of all ages. I think the youngest kid we've had here is 4 or 5, right?
Yeah.
They were in the cage? 4 or 5 years old. I mean, we've had adults here, from adult baseball leagues to you guys saw Lenny earlier. He comes out and works out here once in a while, so it's a really cool place.
I mean, it seems like a family atmosphere, and that's what I like too about this. Is, you guys put your heads together, had an idea, followed through with it. Everyone that I've met or run across so far since I've been coming here, the past few times I've visited, everyone is just super happy and very, quick to give you guys accolades. And I know that you want to be humble and you don't want to take those, but you have to kind of like realize it's because you're running an organization where people feel comfortable and the kids just feel like they're at home. And so let's circle back a little bit, and you want to let people know how they can get involved with Snapdragon Baseball. If there's people out there that are watching this and they go, I think I want to bring my kids down there and give them a shot. How can they find you? How can they get in contact with you?
Yes, that's a great question. Thanks, Ron. So Jeremy actually.
You're welcome, Sean.
Jeremy, yeah, appreciate it.
Right, no problem.
It's not like it's my first time ever doing this. It is my first time ever doing it. I have no idea what I'm doing.
I got you, bro.
Thanks, appreciate
No
it.
problem.
So Jeremy actually runs clinics here. We put clinics on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Friday nights from all ages, starting at 8, going up to 12, 13, 14.
No, starting at 6.
Starting at 6.
Starting at 6 years
Jeremy,
old.
see the thing is, Jeremy runs the clinic.
We got to get them in early.
You know.
Got to get them in early.
So we also have a couple coaches that do softball clinics for girls softball and stuff like that. www.snapdragonbaseball.com is the place to go to get that information. Also, our Facebook page is where we update the majority of the stuff. We're getting involved with Instagram, Snapchat. Is that something? I think we're doing Snapchat too. Snapchat, maybe. I don't know. We've got Snapchat, something like that. We do have a Snapchat guru. I've got someone in the background pointing, saying he's the Snapchat guy. Instagram, for sure. So all kinds of places. I'd give you our phone numbers. There's 2 of us. Just check our Facebook page out or SnapdragonBaseball.com. All the info's there. So that's how to get in touch with us. And we're running things all the time. We've got, like I said, lessons, clinics, pitching lessons from Wayne Donardo. You guys met him earlier. All kinds of things. So,
Yeah, and you have a great coaching staff. I mean, those guys know what they're doing. They came here because they have a relationship with you all, which, means that they want to be here, and that's a great thing. So. All right, awesome. Anything else you guys want to add? No,
I can't think of anything.
Well, everybody, this has been a fantastic show. Great guests, a lot of passion, which I like to see. Anywhere I go. I do know that Sean just opened an online store for apparel too, as well. So I know he wanted to drop a little bit of information about that. So go ahead, Sean.
You want to say or you want to talk about it?
Go ahead.
All right, so our parents and fans of Snapdragon have been asking for how to get gear. As you can see, I've got a sweatshirt on. Jeremy's got a shirt on. You go to check out our Facebook page, Elmwood Sports. Great people. They take care of us. They put on all the designs. Go to Facebook and check it out. There's a link. If you guys are interested in getting some gear, helping us out, wearing it, promoting us, that'd be great. We are a new company, as Ron had said, brand new, not even a year old yet. So definitely check that out. And thanks to Elmwood Sports for taking care of that and designing our logo. And we look forward to moving on.
All right, great. All right, everyone, this has been another episode of the Ocean State Athlete Spotlight in the books. We've had softball players, baseball players, coaches, staff, owners. It's been a show, and a Red Sox player. So hey, what are you gonna do? This has been a show.
Hold on, let me interrupt you. A World Series champion.
Yeah, no, trust me. Earlier in the show, we brought the ring right up to the cage. We know. So it's been a show chock full of great guests, and we're happy to be here. So again, this show has been at Snapdragon Baseball with SnapdragonBaseball.com. If you want to come down here and check it out, and this has been another episode of the Ocean State Athlete Spotlight on SFBN Rhode Island, the SportsFanBaseNetwork.com. I'm your host, Ron Robert, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.